Hey everyone, this is Riddle Her Courage Raven, and I wasn't able to record a reaction for Canada's Drag Race season number 1, episode number 6 because of certain reasons. So I'm going to try out a new format. I'm not really sure how long I'll have to stick with this format, but yeah, if you guys are here, this is more of a recap and review of episode number 6, so let's get to it. The episode opens with everyone reading Kiara's message, and it's about having fun. And Kiara ended up using an entire lipstick to write all over the mirror so that they have. It's her way to have them experience some fun while cleaning the mirror. It's a good move. If I was in Kiara's place, I think I would have done the same thing. Anyway, all of the queens are sitting, and this is where they are realizing that only 7 of them are left, and we have some clear winners as of now and some clear losers. Now, we know that Jimbo, Priyanka, Lemon, and Rita Baga have been in the top. However, Bobo hasn't won a maxi challenge, and Boa hasn't won, and even Ilona hasn't won. So those three are clearly in the bottom. So there's some tension going on between the queens. So we have the mini challenge, and I was actually surprised to see Crystal from RuPaul's Drag Race UK season number 1 to appear. So Crystal is here, and the mini challenge actually has to deal with the queens getting into fast psychic or quick psychic drag, and this is basically an improv challenge where Crystal is playing the role of a client, and she's calling their psychic hotline, and she needs some advice. So first up we have Rita Baga, and I kind of liked her quick drag. It's very old witchy types thing. So she does okay. Then we have Priyanka, and Priyanka actually said that this was entirely weird because we know that in the previous episode for the Snatch game, she ended up playing a psychic, a celebrity psychic, and now she's playing a psychic again. Anyway, Priyanka did well too, in my opinion. Then we have Ilona, and Ilona, yeah, she ended up going into this kind of bitch mode, according to her, and it just didn't work, especially for an improv challenge that's supposed to be funny. Then we had Bobo, and Bobo was kind of okay as well. Then we have Boa. Now, Boa ended up going way off track. She ended up giving us a performance which was a mix between a psychic hotline speaker and a stripper. It was weird. And then Lemon came in, and I do have to say that Lemon ended up looking very pretty in her quick psychic drag. And Lemon did good because she ended up saying, whenever Crystal said something, Lemon would be like, "Yeah, I knew that was going to happen," or "I knew that was something that you were going to say." So she did good. And then we had Jimbo, and Jimbo ended up going into weird territory as well. So Lemon ended up winning the improv challenge, and as the winner of the challenge, she won $1,000 in sunglasses by a company. And as the winner of the challenge, she also had to separate the rest of the queens into groups. So she ended up teaming up with Priyanka, while she had Rita, Boa, and Jimbo be one team, and then Ilona and Bobo were one team. So the main challenge is that these queens have to create these ads as lawyers, and they need to figure out what kind of ad that they're going for and what kind of tone they'll have. So uh, right from the bat, Priyanka and Lemon have an idea about what they're going to do. Now, when it comes to Boa, Rita, and Jimbo, they had a good start, but yeah, they had some difficulty trying to figure stuff out. And now, Bobo and Ilona, I mean, yeah, they were not on the same page. Whenever Alona was trying to say something, Bobo was like, "You know what, Alona? You write that down. I can't understand it." So Jeffrey comes in, and he's talking to all of the girls. And I have to say that I was actually surprised seeing the online reaction that some people have regarding Jeffrey. They necessarily don't like Jeffrey on the main judging panel. According to them, Jeffrey is being way too mean, and I kind of get that. I see that, but then again, this is a reality show which is heavily produced, so maybe what Jeffrey is doing is something that the producers want him to, and that's why he's acting the way that he is. But I don't think he's going to leave Canada's Drag Race as one of the main judges, but who knows what's going to happen in season number 2. So Stacey McKenzie is the coach for our girls during the acting challenge, and I actually thought that Jeffrey was going to coach this challenge, but no, it's Stacey McKenzie because she also understands how to put on a performance and act and sell a brand basically. So Priyanka and Lemon are first, and they, in my opinion, do an awesome job with all of the recordings. And I also like their team about how they want to help drag queens take care of injuries down there. Then came Jimbo, Rita Baga, and Boa, and I also like their team as well. I think that it related to actual stuff that happens in the real world about how during bachelorette parties, cis straight women end up acting way too disrespectfully towards the drag queen. So yeah, that's something that certain women need to realize. Then in the end, we had Ilona and Bobo, and they're acting, and yeah, they actually forgot to use the props, but anyway, Stacy was pleased with what they ended up doing. So, as everyone is getting ready for the runway, which is basically, I guess, Tuxedo, Canada Tuxedo or drag Tuxedo or something like that. It's basically denim on denim on denim. And while they're getting ready, this is where we get a scene where Boa shares how during one night he ended up bringing a man home, and that person ended up attacking Boa and beating Boa up, and Boa ended up having their nose broken, and it was a mess. And that other person stole a laptop, Boa's wallet, and then the rest of the queer community, especially the drag community, came and they supported Boa. So it was a very emotional story. And then again, I was like, you know what? Whenever a queen shares an emotional story in a Drag Race episode, there's a likelihood that that queen is going to be eliminated. But let's see what happens. So Tom Green, the comedian, is our special guest host. And on the runway, first up we have Bobo, and I liked this entire styling that Bobo had. I liked the hair, I liked the face, I liked the jacket that she was wearing. And then we had Ilona, and again, Ilona's face during this look was amazing. I really liked how she painted her. They painted their face. And however, when it comes to their overall denim on denim look, I was a fan of the front, but in the back they were showing their entire backside, and it wasn't even toned with makeup, so that was a misstep in my opinion. And then we have Boa, and Boa again. The judges have been telling Boa not to go very gimmicky with the looks. However, I guess Boa, I think tried with these weird wings, but yeah, it's not the best look on the runway. Now, Jimbo's look was actually quite high fashion, and it felt very well made. It was a whole lot of denim patches with different colors playing around, very club kid, and very dominatrix. It reminded me of certain characters in the Marvel comics that you might end up seeing. Very superhero kind of, very anti-hero villain, something fictional superhero dominatrix. Again, I liked it. Then in came Rita Baga, and this look, I wasn't a fan of it, and then it turned out that this look can be stripped. She ended up stripping her sleeves, she ended up stripping the bottom, and the padding, like she needed to work on her proportions, and yeah, proportionize, girl. And then we have Priyanka. Now she was going for this weird mean girl, school girl. However, in my opinion, it was giving me pirate, but yeah, it was very simple. And then came in Lemon, and it was a mess. It felt like she was trying to patch different racks together. I did like certain elements of it. I did like the long sleeves that hid her hands, but I did like the yellow wig. So we ended up seeing the commercials, and first up was Ilona and Bobo, and they were Sarah and Saracen, sister separation specialists, and it was okay. I laughed during a few of the moments, but it was okay. Then the next commercial was Boa, Jimbo, and Rita Baga. And now I have to say that Rita Baga really stood out during this commercial, especially because she was talking in French, and I liked that. And then the last commercial we had Priyanka and Lemon. And as far as my opinion goes, both Priyanka and Lemon know how to do comedy. Priyanka also served in the previous acting challenge, and she served again in this acting challenge. So I was a fan of what these two did. And basically, I also like the tone and the direction that these two went, with how these two lawyers are not someone you should trust and they will scam you. The other two groups didn't do that. We have come to the judging, and Tom Green ends up sharing this story about how when he was 5 years old and they had a church play, he ended up dressing up as the wind, and that costume resembled what Boa was wearing. And Tom Green ended up calling his mom, and his mom was like, "Yeah, Tom, I remember that costume," and all of that stuff. But it was a fun little moment. So the judges do deliver their critiques. Lemon gets some of the worst critiques. So does Boa. So does Alona, and so does Priyanka. And now, before the girls are allowed to go back, the judges ask each of them about who they think should be going home tonight. And Alona is like judging, going by what the judges said. I think it's Lemon. And then Bobo said, yeah, Bobo was first. So Bobo said Lemon, and then Alona said Lemon. Boa said Lemon as well. Jimbo, I think, said Lemon as well. And yeah, Rita Baga said Alona, Priyanka said Alona, and Lemon said Alona. And then while everyone was kind of untucking, this is where they talked about how the rest of the queens are having trouble trying to figure out who Lemon is as a real person, and that Lemon thinks too highly of herself, and she needs to be more interactive with the other girls. But yeah, it is what it is. Rita Baga ended up winning the challenge, and I actually thought that this win was going to go to Jimbo, because in my opinion, even though Jimbo didn't deliver at the same level that Rita Baga did in the main challenge, I still think that Jimbo's runway look was far stronger than what Rita gave us. But yeah, Rita won. Again, I would have preferred it was Jimbo, but what can you do? Rita won. Everyone else is safe, and Alona and Boa have to dance to Alyssa Cara's Scars to You're Beautiful. And now I do have to mention that when Lemon was said that she was safe, while she was walking away, Boa reached out to comfort her or as a support, and Lemon basically ignored him. Yeah, that happened. So yeah, coming to the lip sync, I do think that Scars to You're Beautiful isn't a number drag queens would usually lip sync to, and it showed. The performance was meh. It was okay. Ilona gave me more than Boa did. So when it was revealed that Boa is going to go home, even though I was disappointed because I liked Boa, I was always looking forward to what Boa will bring every week to the runway. It made sense that Boa had to go home because I think that Alona performed better. So yeah, that was the episode, and I am going to talk about the next episode. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comment section below, and I bid you goodbye. So I'm going to talk about the next episode. 1, 2, 3. In the next episode, we are having the first ever drag race pageant, which is called Miss Loose Jaw Pageant. So we have all of the queens dressed up as pageant queens, and of course they're going to showcase their skills and talents, and there's also going to be an interview. Apparently the judging panel that they have aren't impressed, and yeah, that's what's happening. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comment section below. It was okay. I was surprised by Crystal's appearance, making a cameo. I liked the mini challenge. The lip sync, yeah, not so much. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. And until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed. See you guys later. Bye.